All right, I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. It takes a bit of time though. So this is starting the Chainlink node with the CCV environment. To start with, you need to make sure you have the Chainlink repo next to the Chainlink CCV repo. This is because the Chainlink node is built during this process and it expects it to be in a relative location. So we'll go ahead and start the CCV command. The configuration that you need is this second one, env toml, env single node, and env single node rebuild. I think you only need these two, but I haven't experimented. Be sure to include debug. That will be important later on. Debug essentially sets this environment variable. It triggers that to happen during startup, which helps with a bunch of other things down the road. So I see containers starting to come up. While that's going, so it's deploying contracts now. So while that's in progress, I'm going to show you how to configure the remote debugger. So this is what we're going to need when we're actually inspecting what's going on with the environment. So what you need to do is come up to your configuration. So this is Goland. Everything is going to, any IDE is going to have similar options, or you could use Delve directly, but essentially go into Edit. There's a section called Remote. Create a new one of these. What did that do? There you go. Name it something, set in localhost, and set in the port. I've already got one of these. I named it CCV Docker image, localhost, and it is currently configured. This is a Chainlink test framework thing. It starts at port 40,000 for the first node. The second node will be 40,001. The next will be 40,002, etc. I've only got one. This is the one I'm going to debug. Okay. And now we're ready. So I'm going to watch these. Eventually the build will start going. For now, it's still deploying contracts. And I'll let this run and fast forward through it until we get to the next step. All right, so the contracts are now deployed and we're building the core node Docker container, the image rather. You can also see this in the build section where we've got our active build in progress. So on my machine, this typically takes a few minutes. In the meantime, I'll show you where to set a breakpoint. So you're going to want to find application.go. This is the main entry point for the Chainlink command, very close to the main entry point. So this is core. Where is it? You might just have to find it on your own. It's in here somewhere. Services, core, services, Chainlink, application.go. Once you're in application.go, you can start searching for CCV. And you can see all the code that I've added in here. The main function is new CCV services. This is a new application. So this is the one entry point. If you go in here, there is a bit of temporary code. I need to launch this as a background process. And it's going to wait inside this loop. So I can see down here, everything has completed now. So we should be able to set a breakpoint and see things running. So it should be in here. You can actually double check in the Docker image. There's a log that says waiting. Waiting, use debugger. Waiting, use debugger. So it's ready for us. So I'm going to set my breakpoint down here and connect using Delve. So you should see right away that it says connecting, but the breakpoint's triggered right away. So here we are. To break out of this loop, you go down to the waiting variable and set it to false. Now you should be able to step through and look at what's happening. So I am especially interested to see if our keys are installed properly. We can look at our config. Let's see that CCV. Let's get our config first. CCV config. We've got some verifiers in here, so yeah, we're good to go. So there should be a key installed at default verifier 1, another key at default verifier 2. So let's see if we're able to find it. So verifier ID, default verifier 1. Hey, we got a key. A nil error. Wait, we got a key and a key not found. Oh, well, it's not working. But this is the process. Oh, you know what? I added a loop here because keys could be installed while the process is running. All right, so it's still not working. Well, in any case, this is how you debug the node. So I'm going to go back to debugging and editing the environment. See if I can get the key to show up here.